So exercise 3 and section 3. In first one, I want to do odd numbers. First one, Roman 1. 2x into x minus 1 should be greater than or equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay. They are asking whether this inequality is true for all x values or not. Which of the following hold for all x belongs to R? I want to tell two methods for this. Method 1. First of all, expand this, we'll get 2x square minus 2x is greater than or equal to minus 1 by 2. Bring 2 here. 4x square minus 4x greater than or equal to minus 1. 4x square minus 4x plus 1 greater than or equal to 0. Whether this will hold for all x values or not. Okay. When will a quadratic expression will be always positive? Anybody want to tell?
And it has no real roots.
No real roots and leading coefficient is positive. But it's not just greater than 0, it is greater than or equal to 0. When will a quadratic expression be greater than or equal
to 0?
Yeah. Okay. Study in the points I will not tell explicitly, but if you want something to be greater than or equal to 0, its root should be equal. Right? I think I there also third point, fourth and fifth. No, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Correct. Yeah. So here you can directly write 2x minus 1 whole square is greater than or equal to 0. That's correct. This holds for all x belongs to R. This holds for all x belongs to R because a perfect square is greater than or equal to 0. Almost same as that. 4x square minus 4x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 0 holds for all x belongs to R since a is greater than 0 and the b square minus 4ac equal to 0. Okay, either you already find the perfect square really and then say, or just say a is positive, b square minus 4ac is 0, that's why it's greater than or equal to 0. So that's fine. Anybody has doubt about this? Saket, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, x into 6 minus x less than or equal to 0.
Sir.
Oh, decimal 10. Okay, thank you. Just I missed on one, that's all. Okay, 6x minus x square minus 10 less than or equal to 0. Okay. So, how to do it? Two methods again. I can take minus common. It is x square minus 6x less 10 less than or equal to 0. This is x square minus 6x plus 9 plus 1 less than or equal to 0. X square minus 6x plus 9 is the perfect square. So I'll get minus of x minus 3 whole square plus 1 less than or equal to 0. Something square is always positive. Plus 1 is always positive, the minus is negative. Okay. So this holds for all x belongs to R. Almost same, not visible. This holds for all x belongs to. Otherwise, when you look at this minus x square plus 6x minus 10 is less than 0 for all x belongs to R, since a is less than 0. B square minus 4 is, even here, what if b square minus 4 is better to find it? Minus 4 whole square minus 4 into 1, which is 0. What is b square minus 4 is 6 whole square minus 4 into minus 1 into 10. That is minus 4, which is less than 0. Minus x square plus 6x minus 10 is less than 0 for all x belongs to R, since a equal to minus 1, which is less than 0. B square minus 4ac is equal to 6 whole square minus 4 into minus 1 into 10, which is minus 4, which is less than 0. Okay, please listen carefully. Here they mention less than or equal to 0, but actually it is only less than 0. If something is less than 0, it is also less than or equal to 0 also, right? One may say it never becomes 0. Yes, when I say less than or equal to 0, I am not saying it will become 0 sometime. I am only saying all its values are negative or 0. It may not become 0, it may not become minus 1. For example, whenever x is less than 5, I can say x less than 5 implies x less than 20. Whenever x is less than 5, can I say x is less than 20?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
But one may say when it will become 19, when it will become 18. I am not saying all that. I am saying my x values are less than 20. Okay, that's all. I am not telling any further details. The same way here, when something is less than 0, it is also less than or equal to 0. When we say less than or equal to 0, we are never saying that it will attain 0 also. We are saying all its values belong to minus infinity to 0. Okay, so when we made perfect square, we got a perfect square plus some positive number, which is always positive, but there's a minus outside, which is always negative. It's actually not less than or equal to 0, it's only less than, but doesn't matter. Another way is leading coefficient is negative and b square minus 4ac is negative. We know whenever b square minus 4ac is negative, there are two cases. If a is positive, it is always positive, and if a is negative, it is always negative. Everybody should understand the second method better than the first method. Okay? Because first method, anybody can do it. We don't need any theory further. Just make perfect square, we will know. But this kind of way of doing it also, we have to get familiar with that. We'll be using in many chapters this concept. Anybody any doubt regarding this third question? Yochana, are you clear about this third one? Yochana, are you clear about this third one? So maybe you said something I could not hear. Okay. All right. Namrata, you are clear, third one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everybody, please put on your videos. Okay. Next, fifth question. Okay, fifth question, x square plus x plus 1 greater than 0 for all x belongs to R, we have to prove. Okay. Again, a is positive, b square minus 4ac is equal to 1 whole square minus 4 into 1 into 1, which is minus 3 less than 0. B square minus 4 is less than 0, but a is positive. So, x square plus x plus 1 is greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. Otherwise, you can write x square plus 2 into x into 1 by 2. This one you can write 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. That is x square plus x plus 1. That is x plus of whole square plus 3 by 4. Something square is greater than or equal to 0 plus positive number, which is greater than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to R. By making perfect square, you can tell, or by the theory also you can tell. Okay, within the second one, first one. They was find the greatest or least values of the expression. We all know when only two things. If a is greater than 0, least value is equal to 4ac minus b square by 4. If a is less than 0, then maximum value or greatest value is same, 4ac minus b square by 4. One time it is the upward parabola where it has least value, another time it is downward parabola where it has maximum value, but the point doesn't change. Okay, we already discussed about this right in the beginning. Okay, so we can do these questions by using that formula, or we can again make perfect square and do it also. That is the second one. First one, 3x square plus 6x minus 1. They want whatever different when you take x, what the least or greatest. A is positive. Okay, 3 is greater than 0, so you'll have least value. So least value is equal to 4ac minus b square by 4a. 4 into a is 3, c is minus 1 minus, what is this, 3x square plus 6x, okay, minus 6 square by 4 into 3. So minus 12 minus 36 minus 48 by 12, which is minus 4. Otherwise, you can make perfect square. 3 into x square plus 2x minus 1 outside. 3 into x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 1. This part will be perfect square. We get 3 into x plus 1 whole square minus 3 and minus 1, which is 3 into x plus 1 whole square minus 4. You can say something square, minimum is 0 plus minus 4, so minimum is minus 4. So least value equal to minus 4. So by making perfect square, you can find least value, or 4ac minus b square by 4a is also least value if a is positive. Please put on your videos, everyone. Okay. Third one. Very simple. X into x minus 1. That's all. Which is equal to x square minus x. Again, 1 is greater than 0, the leading coefficient. So least value only will be there. 4ac minus b square by 4a. 4 into a is 1, c is not there, so 0. Quotient x is minus 1 whole square by 4 into which is minus 1 by 4. Or if you want to make perfect square, you can write x square minus x as x square minus 2 into x into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 whole square minus 1 by 2 whole square, which is x minus half whole square minus 1 by 2. Something whole square minus something. This list value is 0, so total list value is minus 1 by 2. So again, same thing. List value is equal to minus 1 by 2. One more thing I want to say. The graph of y into x, y equal to x into x minus 1 is at 0 it is 0, at 1 it is 0, it is an upward parabola. This is 0, 0, this is 1, 0. From symmetry, can you tell what the x coordinate of this point will be, which is in the middle of 0 and 1?
Half.
Half. Okay. When you substitute that half, what will happen to this value?
Minus 1 by 4.
Minus 1 by 4.
That's it. That is the least value. That is the lowest point. So the minimum value is minus 1 by 4. So whenever you have x minus alpha into x minus beta, if this is alpha, this is beta, just put alpha plus beta by 2. You'll get the minimum value. That too as alpha minus beta whole square by 4 with a minus beta. I can even mention that. Here minimum is minus 1 by 4, you can see. Or when you take x minus alpha into x minus beta graph like this is alpha comma 0, this is beta comma 0. This will be x coordinate is alpha plus beta by 2 and y coordinate is alpha minus beta whole square by 4 with a minus by putting in x minus alpha into x minus beta. Okay. Okay. So the standard method is this formula, or make perfect square and do it. One or two some questions you can also do by knowing the figure. Kind of. Okay, fifth one. 3 minus 6 into 5x minus 2 plus 3 into 5x minus 2 whole square. I don't want to expand this 5x minus 2 whole square. It is a waste of time. I'm going to take let 5x minus 2 equal to t. It will become now 3 minus 60 plus 3t square. If I find value of this, that is sufficient. Okay. If t is variable, x is also variable. Not a problem. Once again, now you can make perfect square and take 3 common. It will be t square minus 2t plus 1. 3 into t minus 1 whole square. So minimum value is 0. If you do the other way, a equal to 3, which is greater than 0. So minimum value is equal to 4ac minus b square by 4. 4 into 3 into 3 minus 6 whole square by 4 into 3, which becomes 0. Okay, so either by formula or by making the set square, you can find the minimum. But don't have to expand this, Simply take that as t. You got a quadratic equation t now. Okay, now onwards I'm going to do odd numbers because there are no sections there. So we're going to do third question next, fifth question, 7. If there are sections in that, we'll do odd. They want what values of a, there is an expression which is less than or equal to 0 for all x. Ax square plus 4x minus 9 less than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to R. Okay. Can anybody tell me when will a quadratic expression be always less than or equal to 0? What should happen?
A less than 0.
And anything else is required?
b square minus 4 is equal to 0.
B square minus 4 is not only equal to 0, it can be less than 0 also. Why? Okay. If b square minus 4 is less than 0, then this equality will not be there. It will be always less than 0, right? If it is less than 0, it is also less than or equal to 0. No? If something is less than 0, it is also less than or equal to 0. Okay. It is not necessary that it should be perfect square. It can also be roots complex. So I should write this statement. Ax square plus bx plus c less than or equal to 0 implies a less than 0 and b square minus 4ac is less than or equal to 0. It can be less than 0 also okay, equal to 0 also okay. It's very important to note that. A should be negative, roots can be complex or equal. So here a less than 0 and what is b square minus 4ac? 4 whole square minus 4 into a into minus 9 less than equal to 0. A should be less than 0 and this is minus 9. 16 plus 36, a less than 0. A less than 0 and a is greater than or equal to minus 16 by 36. A less than 0 and a is greater than or equal to 4 by 9. If we take number line, 0 is here, we want less than 0, and minus 4 by 9 here, we want this. We want all these values, we want all these values to be between them. This implies minus 4 by 9 less than or equal to a less than 0. This is a complete answer.
Sir, it should be a less than or equal to minus 16 by 36.
A less than, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then it should be less than or equal to minus 4 by 9. Sorry, it is this side now. Okay. If it is if it is less than this, automatically it is less than this. So I don't need to write off. Which implies a should be less than or equal to minus 4 by 9. If it is less than this, automatically it will be less than 0. So the complete set of values of a for which the given expression is greater than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to R. That's the same question if they say range of ax square plus 4x minus 9 is minus infinity to 0. Are the two questions same? This question and this question are the same or anything different? Anybody want to comment? They want what is the set of all values of a so that the range of this is this. Is this question and this question are the same?
Yes, sir.
No, there is a difference. When I say range is this means it should attain 0 also. It should cover all these values. Okay. Only when it is a perfect square, then only it can cover 0 and everything less than that. Okay. So for this, you have to check a less than 0 and b square minus 4ac equal to 0. But when I say less than equal to 0, it can be only less than 5. If it is only less than 5, less than equal to 0 is included in there. That less than minus 1. If it is less than minus 3, it is automatically less than equal to 0. But here it cannot be less than equal to minus 3. It has to attain 0 also. The difference between these two, okay, is that here it is not compulsory that it should attain 0. Its value all values should be negative. They can be 0 or they can be negative. But here it should attain 0 also for some x value or other. That is the difference between these two. So for this, root must be equal. Whereas for this, roots can be complex or equal. There is a difference. All of you can understand that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, fifth question. Find the values of m belongs to R for which is greater than 0 for all x. Okay. M square into 1 plus x square plus 2m into x plus 1 plus 2 should be greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. And expand, I'll get m square x square plus 2m into x and m square plus 2m plus 2 should be greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. Then m square should be greater than 0. When you want an expression to be always positive, leading quotient should be positive and root should be complex. B square minus 4ac less than 0. M square is always positive, one thing that m should not be 0. B square, 4m square minus 4 into m square into m square plus 2m plus 2 should be less than 0. M square plus 2m plus 2. That's good. M square x square and 2m. Fine. Okay. I can take 4 common and expand m square minus m power 4 minus 2 cube minus 2m square should be less than, or I can tell m square common. I can take 4m square common, and that 1 minus 4m square common. I'll get this many. m square plus 2m plus 2 minus 1 less than 0. Should not be 0. And minus 4m square into, this is a perfect square, m plus 1 whole square should be less than 0. When will minus 4m square plus m plus 1 whole square will be negative?
So for all values of m?
Are you sure?
Sir, all except minus 1, sir.
Yes. When I say it is negative, yes, something square is positive, something square is positive, there is a minus, it is negative, correct. But if it is 0, it will be equal to, but we don't have any equal to here, right? So m should not be 0, m should not be minus 1. Anyway, m should not be 0 is already there. M should not be minus 1. Okay. Actually, m equal to 0 is also okay because this is not necessarily a quadratic equation. When m square is not 0, it's a quadratic equation, then we are doing all this. When m is 0, let us see. Okay, let me ask this as a simple question. I'm sure I might ask this in the class. Okay, in 2D geometry, there is a question. 0 into x plus 0 into y plus 0 equal to 0. This is the equation. What does this equation represent?
Sir, xy plane.
The whole xy plane. Every point on the xy plane will satisfy. If I am sure, if I write 0 into z equal to 0, what does this represent?
The whole
Whole space, sir.
XYZ
Whole
plane.
space. Okay. Earlier in JEE Advanced, there was a matching question. One of the option is this. What does this represent? That's all. And one of the second column is whole space. One of the option is this. In planes chapter, we are doing anyway 3D planes now. The planes chapter, one question came. Anyway, so here, if I take m equal to 0, what happens? Let us see. 0 into 1 plus x square, 0 into x plus 1 plus 2. That to be greater than 0. Tell me for what x values this statement will be true.
For all x belongs to R.
Whatever x you take, this is 0, this is 0 plus 2, LHS will be 2, 2 is greater than 0. So m equal to 0 is also okay for us. But that has to be separated. Okay, that is m equal to 0 is fine, and m not equal to 0, we are doing all these things. All right. M not equal to 0, we will do all these things. M equal to 0 is fine already, as I explained, because of 0 into x square. Okay. So only thing is that m should not be minus 1, because m is minus 1, when you put it, this will come exactly perfect square. It will not be greater than 0, it will be greater than or equal to 0 because of that minus 1. So from this you can say m should not be minus 1. But m equal to 0 is okay here already. Here you don't have to write this m not equal to 0, because our case is only m not equal to 0. Okay, only thing is that it is always negative, only at one number it is 0, so m should not be minus 1. 0 is okay, except minus 1, everything is okay. So final answer is m belongs to all real numbers except minus 1. I'm not looking at the answers, somebody can look at it. If something is wrong, you can tell me also.
Sir, once explain third step, sir.
This step, na? Okay. That
Yes,
is mainly
sir.
what? Ax square plus bx plus c. When it will be greater than 0 for all x belongs to R? When will a quadratic expression be always positive? Leading coefficient should be positive and root should be complex. Okay, it is not that here greater than 0 is there, why I wrote less than 0. There is no connection like that. What we are saying is, if you want a quadratic expression to be always positive, it should be an upward parabola completely above x-axis. Or it is never 0, means roots are complex. That's why b square minus 4ac is less than 0. And a should be positive.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Anybody else has any doubt regarding third or fifth question? Okay, next seventh one. They want unequal roots, so b square minus 4 should be less than 0. X square minus c minus 2 into x plus a minus c minus 2 equal to 0 has unequal roots. For all c belongs to R, that is an important point. Then b square minus 4 should be greater than 0. So c minus 2 whole square. Unequal real roots, that is also important. Okay. So you can say b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. That is c minus 2 whole square minus 4 into a minus c minus 2 should be greater than 0 for all c belongs to R. Here we get one new quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation which should have unequal real roots. Means b square minus 4 should be greater than 0. But is it true for some c values? No, for all c values. This itself is an equation in terms of c. Let us see what is that. Expand it. C square minus 4c plus 4 minus 4a square plus 4ac plus 8 greater than 0 for all c belongs to R. This is a quadratic expression in terms of c, and that should be greater than 0 for all values of c. So let us first of all see how it is a quadratic equation in terms of c square plus c into minus 4 minus 4a plus constant is 4 minus 4a square plus 8. Okay, so this is a quadratic equation in terms of c. When will a quadratic expression will be greater than 0 for all values of c? Or in terms of c and x, this is x square. When will a quadratic expression will be greater than 0 for all x? For this, I have to check that leading coefficient should be positive and b square minus 4ac should be negative. So what is c square coefficient? 1. 1 is greater than 0. And b square minus 4ac, this is b. Discriminant minus 4 minus 4a. Minus 4 into 1 into 4 minus 4 square plus 8 will be less than 0. Okay, now what to solve this? I just expand. It is 16 plus 16 square plus 32 minus 16 plus 16 a square minus 32 less than. That will be 32 a square plus 32a minus 32 less than 0. That is true for all values. So I think a belongs to R. No, does it have roots? No, it has roots. Okay. They want values of a. I think we'll get 1 minus root 5 by 2 to 1 plus root 5 by 2.
Sir, how minus 32? Okay, sir. Okay.
It's plus 4. Minus
Something
4
wrong.
plus.
There it
This
should
is-
be 8.
8 should be there somewhere. Where is that?
Sir, no, sir, it's 4a square plus 4ac plus 8a.
This one. This is 8a. Achha, okay. Thank you. This is 8a. So this is also 8a. So that is going to be 8a. And this is going to be 32. Then it may be somewhat easier to build. 32a square is there. 32a got cancelled. 16 got. So you got 32a square less than 0. That's all. Huh? Never possible. Figure from 0, 2.
It is
Something wrong.
C minus 4 plus.
Okay, sorry, I'm doing some mistakes here. This should be minus 30. Okay, got it. Minus 32, minus 32 is minus 64a less than 0. If you take 32a common, it is a minus 2 less than 0. Okay, a into a minus 2 should be negative. Already we discussed about quadratic inequalities. 0 here, 2 here. If you take anything more than 2, it is positive, negative, positive. So a should be between 0 to 2. Okay, this question, many concepts are covered in this question. For the first one, this is a quadratic equation. It should have unequal real roots. For that, b square minus 4ac discriminant should be greater than 0. So I count this discriminant. It should be greater than 0. Should be greater than 0 for some c values? No. It should be true for all values of c. So you have to treat this as a quadratic expression in terms of c. So I expanded this whole thing and combined where c square is there, where c is there, where c is not there. Okay, now we can see this is like a quadratic expression. C square into some 1, c into something, some constant where c is not there. That should be greater than 0 for all values of c. Or you take x here. If you want a quadratic expression, should be greater than or equal to 0 for all x values. Leading coefficient should be positive, and for this discriminant should be negative. That is this b square minus 4ac of this. And that itself came a quadratic inequality. A into a minus 2 should be negative. I think earlier we thoroughly discussed when you want x minus alpha into x minus beta to be positive, x should be more than beta or less than alpha. When you want x minus alpha and x minus beta to be negative, x should be between alpha beta. You can even see that in the graph. Okay, between alpha beta it is negative, after beta positive, before alpha it is positive. Like that, this a can be written as a minus 0. It is like a minus alpha into a minus beta. If you want it to be negative, a should be between 0 to 2. Even with a little common sense, if you take anything more than 2 and substitute here, this is positive, product will be positive. If you take anything before 0 and substitute here, this is negative, product will be positive. If you take something between 0 to 2, like 0.1, 1 or 1.2, this is positive, this is negative, the product will be negative, and we want it to be negative, which is between 0 to 2. That's the final answer. Okay, for some people in the beginning, this may look confusing, but if you read question carefully, think about it step by step. This is our first step, that for that unequal real roots of b square minus 4ac greater than 0. Next, second step main is this, that this quadratic equation should be greater than 0 for all c values. For that, root should be complex. Then third step is we got a quadratic inequality. For that, root is solution. These are the three main concepts that are involved. Samskruti, understood everything, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Snigdha, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ritam Day?
Yes, sir. Understanding, sir. Seeing, sir.
Okay. If you have any problem, please tell me. Saket, understood?
I'm also same answer in first.
Okay, see. Vamsi? 341.
Yes, sir.
Understood or still trying to understand?
Understood.
Okay. You explored about that netpack?
Yes, sir, I did it.
Okay. How much GB? What is the cost?
Sir, 50 GB, 101 rupees.
Acha, okay.
Sir, second step can you explain?
Which step?
Second step.
Second step. Okay. Is this, imagine this is like a constant. This is like a constant. This is a quadratic expression in terms of c. C square into some number, c into some number, this is some number. You want a quadratic equation in terms of c should be greater than 0 for all c values. Imagine x square plus x into something plus something should be greater than 0 for all x values. When will a quadratic expression be greater than 0 for all x values? If the root should be complex and leading coefficient should be positive. Leading coefficient 1 positive. Root should be complex, means b square minus 4ac, the discriminant of this should be negative. After the expanding and simplifying.
Understood, sir.
Okay. So Hemant, you asked me earlier, when will a quadratic expression be greater than 0 for all x belongs to R? I hope thoroughly clear now. Hemant, are you there?
Understood, sir.
Saket understood. Okay. Ritam, understood?
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
All right. Okay, now in 8th, 9th, 10th, we'll do odd numbers.
Sir, Hemant is there. Sir.
Hemant is there, he did not respond. Okay.
Sir, I just
This one.
came, sir. I am getting disconnected and connected. Sir.
Okay. Have you copied what is there on the board or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. All right. Later, if any doubt, you ask me on this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, please understand, quadratic equations we are teaching because in other chapters here and there we'll be using quadratic equations. We will not use very extensively. Some few points are sufficient, but we just covered all the models, few questions. If somebody is not fully confident, don't worry. Okay, try whatever is there in the homework. We'll discuss. Whenever we use it, at that time we'll get more clarity. In second year, thoroughly chapter is there, quadratic equations, even intermediate also it is there for board exam. We'll study thoroughly, extensively, both for mains and advanced is a very important topic. Okay, this is 8th one. They're asking find the intervals on which the expression below is positive or negative. Okay, this is quadratic inequalities. Okay, when it is positive, when it is negative, you have to find the intervals. So very first one, x square minus 5x minus 36. Okay, so this when it is positive, when it is negative, how to decide depends on whether it has distinct roots or equal roots or complex roots. If it has distinct roots, very easy. we have some number line when it is positive, when it is negative, between the roots negative, outside the roots positive, like that. When it has perfect square, it is always greater than or equal to 0. When it has complex roots, it depends on leading coefficient, whether it is when it is positive and negative. So when roots are, so first of all, you have to find nature of the roots. I'm sure b square minus 4ac will come positive because c is negative. Okay, it will come positive. So anyway, I think I can split it. What is this now? X square minus 9x plus 4x minus 36. Is x into x minus 9, 4 into x minus 9, which is x minus 9 into x plus 4, x minus 4 into x minus 9. Even though we are studying all these things in quadratic equations, mainly we use this part. What is that? When will a quadratic expression positive? When it is negative. Okay. We already discussed quite thoroughly. If we take x minus alpha into x minus beta, the graph will be like this. Or if we take number line, it is positive here, negative here, positive here. So greater than 0 will happen for x belongs to minus infinity to alpha union beta to infinity. Less than 0 will happen for x belongs to alpha beta. And x is between alpha beta, this product is negative. And x is more than beta or less than alpha, it is positive. That's all. If you know this much, that is quite sufficient mostly for future wherever we use quadratic expressions. This is what we use repeatedly. When it is positive and it is negative. That's all. Other things may come here and there very later. Coming to this, if we take number line, where this is 0 at minus 4, where this is 0 at 9. If you take anything more than 9, this is positive, the product is positive here, negative here, positive. Now, x minus minus 4 into x minus 9 greater than 0 for x less than minus 4 or x greater than 9. That is, x belongs to minus infinity to minus 4 union 9 to infinity. X less than minus 4 into x minus 9 less than 0 for minus 4 less than x less than 9. That is, x belongs to open interval minus 4. Okay, so they're asking when the given expression is positive, when it is negative. In this interval it is positive, in this interval it is negative.
Sir, for both, when the equation is positive and negative, they'll like in the both equations they'll not include minus 4 or 9. Sir.
No, because equal to 0 they are not asking. They are only asking when it is positive and it is negative. Positive doesn't include 0, negative also doesn't include 0.
Yes, sir.
So your next exam is on 21, right? Which is
Yes,
not
sir.
Monday. Which is not Monday, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Why they kept like that Wednesday? Why not Monday?
For holidays.
Oh, maybe next time not holidays, huh?
No, so maybe 22
Okay,
paper.
anyway. So 21st is you have advanced exam. Okay. What is the exact portion will tell you in 1 or 2 days. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, please. What happened?
Is it advanced?
21st is advanced, not mains.
Sir,
Yes.
can you explain this problem again?
What is there on the board?
Yes, sir. I got disconnected suddenly.
Okay. This is a main point we will be using many times in future also. X minus alpha into x minus beta, the graph is like this. When it is positive, when it is negative. Between alpha beta, the graph is below x-axis, it is negative there. After beta, before alpha, it is above x-axis, it is positive there. We don't need graph. If we take anything more than beta and substitute, this is positive, product will be positive. If we take anything less than alpha and substitute, this is negative, the product will be positive again. When I take between alpha beta, this is positive, this is negative, product will be negative. So this expression, when it is positive, after beta or before alpha. When it is negative, between alpha beta. So these are very important, we use repeatedly.
That only you did from main problem, sir.
Yeah, now coming to this present question, we factorized it. We wrote x minus 9 into x minus 4. It looks like x minus alpha and x minus beta. This is a number line. Anything more than 9, this is positive, the product is positive. Anything before minus 4, this is negative, again product is positive. Between these, it is negative because this is positive, this is negative. Earlier we wrote all the table, positive here, negative, positive, multiplied and all that. Now onwards we will not repeat all that basic steps. Now, where it is positive, that is the answer. After 9 and before minus 4. Where it is negative, between minus 4 to 9. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am erasing this. If you are not copied, you can see somebody will send the class notes later on in the class. Okay. 8th one, 3rd one. Two x square minus 9x plus 4 is 2x square minus 8x minus x plus 4. I can take 2x common, it is x minus 4, minus common, it is x minus 4. I can take x minus 4 common, I'll get 2x minus 1. I'm going to take 2 common and write x minus 1 by 2 into x minus 1 by 4. Now if we take 1 by 2 and 4, anything more than 4, this is positive, the whole thing is positive. Between this and this negative, here it is positive. So 2x square minus 9x plus 4 is greater than 0 for x less than 1 by 2 or x greater than 4. That is x belongs to minus infinity to 1 by 2 union 4 to infinity. 2x square minus 9x plus 4 is less than 0 for 1 by 2 less than x less than 4. X belongs to open interval 1 by 2. Is it this one clear, Saket?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Puneet, understood this one? Puneet Vaishyaraj.
Sir?
Are you clear what is there on the board?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jahnavi, you are able to follow this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Oh, so your time is up. Let us finish with one and we'll stop, okay? I think it's tomorrow's class I can complete mostly this topic except doubts. So tomorrow when I finish, I think Monday I can discuss the doubts and Tuesday I can state logarithms and then functions. Okay. Eighth one, fifth one is x square plus 3x plus 3. This one also they're asking when it is positive and it is negative, but it is different from rest of the questions. Why? Here there is no roots. Roots are complex for us. If roots are real only, we'll follow the previous process. If roots are complex also is very easy. Why? It is always positive or always negative, one of them. Okay. So here a equal to 1 is greater than 0. B square minus 4ac, 3 square minus 4 into 1 into 3. Which is less than 0. So x square plus 3x plus 3 is greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. And x square plus 3x plus 3 is less than 0 doesn't have any solution. So they're asking when it is positive for all real values. When it is negative, null set. Okay, so when roots are there only, we will do like between the roots negative, outside the roots positive, or something of that sort. Okay. Is it clear? Eighth one, fifth one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you completed, you can leave. And whatever questions I am leaving, or even numbers and in between things, they are your homework. I don't have to every day tell what is the homework. Okay. Up to today, what I discussed in that, whatever I left, that is the homework. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.